I want you to start, I'm just gonna term it as an other. If you have the block, Michelle, put it the long way. Deb, if you have a pillow or two, put it underneath your hips so that your hips are elevated. And right now we're gonna actually start with our legs a little bit wider. So maybe as wide as your mat. Top of the foot and shin come down. And just place your hands on top of your thighs, palms facing up or down, you choose. Alright, so sit up tall and breathe. The most important part of this workout is going to be breathing. Pretty much any workout. Deb, if you want to mute yourself, or you want me to mute you. Okay. Alright, so let's just close your eyes for the breath purposes of just kind of going a little bit inward and taking some moments for yourself, which we don't get too many of. So the purpose of sitting up on something is to help elevate your hips and relax a little bit of the front of your hips so that we can, yeah, that's good too. It's burst proof supposedly, so it's okay to sit on. Alright. So just looking for a little bit more space through the pelvis is what we're doing. So it's just, so many of us sit a lot during the day, and so we need to start to relax some of that muscle. Breathe in and breathe out. Alright, 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, open your eyes if they're closed, doesn't matter, but arms up overhead, interlace your fingers and turn the palms inside out and upside down. Bring your ribs down to your hips, and you can lean a little bit side to side just to, get the sleep out of your body. Inhale back to center, and turn your torso to the right side, just your torso, so the hips stay down. You might not have that much space. It's perfectly fine. Inhale back to center, and exhale to the other side, just rotating the torso. So again, you're not going to have a huge amount of movement for most of us. Inhale back to center, exhale to the right side. Turn your torso and then release your arms so the left arm's outside the right leg. And the right arm comes back more towards your left side and twist. Use your hand on the floor to elevate you and a hand on the thigh to give you a little bit more depth. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Interlace your fingers, one finger over from the last time. Stretch it up. Exhale, turn to your left side. Rotate the torso. And then release the arms. Right arm outside the left leg. Left arm more towards the right side. Use the back arm to lift you up, and use the outside arm to twist you deeper. Inhale, come back to center. Interlace your fingers. I lost my ball. All the way up. Exhale, reach your hands forward and just push back into like a child's pose on your block or bolster. If you want to take it off, that's fine. Stretch your arms out and push your hips back. Take a breath. Good. Inhale, come up to your hands and knees. So whatever you're sitting on, you can move off to the side. Take your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips and shoulders width apart. Tuck your toes, dip your belly, arch your back for a cow pose. Exhale, round and curl, top of the foot, shin down, chin to the chest, head comes down, look upward towards your belly. Inhale, tuck your toes, dip your belly, arch your back. Good. Exhale, chin to chest, round and curl, tailbone tucks under. Inhale, come back, find neutral, so between the two extremes. Take your right arm forward, thumb up. And then you can tuck your toes under, I like to. Sit back on your heels and stretch your arms up and around. Big circular motions in one direction. And then reverse the direction. Good. Start to open up the shoulders and chest. Now open the right arm up. Exhale, take the right arm underneath the left arm. Walk your left hand forward, take the back of your head to the floor, keep your hips elevated. Reach up. And some people like to take a bind here so the left arm can come behind your back, your thigh, whatever, and rotate couple more breaths. Good. Inhale, release your arm wherever it is. Take it forward. Left arm forward, right arm forward. Hips up, chin and chest down. A good stretch to the front of your chest, shoulders. Inhale, walk your hands back onto your shoulders. Come back into your cat or your tabletop position. Stretch your left arm forward. Inhale. Start to make circles. Again, you can drop your hips back with your arm going. You can tuck your toes in one direction and move in the other direction. And keep that left arm up in the air. Open up and twist. Exhale, take the left arm under the right arm. Move your right arm forward, back of your head towards the floor. And you can either stay there with the right arm or bind the right arm behind your back. Good, one more breath here. Release the right arm forward, release the left arm forward. Come to your chin or chest or forehead. Then place your forearms on the floor. Shift forward. Tuck your toes under one leg at a time. Stretch out the knees. And get your shoulders above your elbows. Maybe just a little bit in front of it. So it's a plank on your forearms. Take a breath in, move your shoulders a little bit more forward so you're kind of rolling on your toes, and then lower your hips to the floor. Separate your legs as wide as your mat. If you don't have a mat, then just separate them a little bit wider than your hips. Imagine, and you could actually take a block, that you had a block in between your hands. That's about how wide you are. And then pull the belly in and lift right above the hip bones, and right above the pelvic floor, right below the hip bones, really. The belly button draws up and in. Your pelvic floor muscles pull up and in. Shoulders are back, collarbones are broad. Inhale. And exhale. This, oh, loving. Oh, look, she's licking you all over the place. They love when we're on the floor, the dogs. I'm waiting for Michelle's dog. My husband's home, so my dog won't come near me. All right, push back when he's here. Sit back on your heels, child's pose again. Reach your arms out. Now, if you have something to elevate your hands on, like your bolster or your pillow, take your box or your bolster pillow and just reach your arms out in front of you as you push your hips back. So what I like to do is I like to palm the blocks and get my fingers in the front so I feel like I have a little bit of traction. So you can do that with a pillow also. And allow your hips to go back all the way. Nice stretch again, little energy under the arms. Good. Inhale, walk both hands over to the right side so they can be on the same block or the pillow. Once again, a nice side stretch. And then inhale, lift your chest, go to the other side. So just stretching a little bit longer side to side. Alright, inhale, come back to center, both arms separated. Exhale, once again, come up into your hands and knees. Place your blocks or whatever you've got to the side. Cross your ankles. I'm just going to go run and get my bow that escaped. And then roll back so that you're sitting cross-legged. Either leg in front of you. And then uncross your legs. Bend your knees. Take your block. Hi, Cindy. Don't be sorry. Lean back against your ball. Right? And then take your hands underneath your thighs. We'll do a little active work for a few moments. Sit up tall. Lean back so that you feel the ball behind your back. If you don't have a ball, you can just lean back. You could put a block behind you. It's not quite as comfortable. And then no scooping out here. So sit up all the way. And then release your arms. Take them across your chest. One hand on top of the other. Good. Exhale. Just round your spine as you go down on the ball. And then as you come up off the ball, lift your chest up and extend your spine. Or at least get to like a neutral position. Exhale, round. So think of it like a crunch. And then inhale, extend. You don't have to have, it's not a huge range of motion here. Round your back, pull the belly in. And then come back up, sit up tall, shoulders over hips. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, come up. Now this time as you round and curl, rotate your torso to the right side. Just a little shifting. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, nice do, and exhale, left side. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the right side. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the left side. Oh, there's a huge bunny rabbit popping back behind me. Inhale. One more time to the right side. Stay here. Now extend your spine a little bit more. Release your arms and reach them all the way to the right. Like you're being pulled to the right side. There's Nash. Inhale, circle your arms up and over to the other side. Reach your arms all the way out. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up over your head. Exhale, round your spine, bring your arms forward. Inhale, lift up, stretch the arms up. Exhale, chin to chest, round and curl. If you could drop the camera a little bit, then that would be great. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round and curl. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round and curl. This time, take the hands behind your head. Rotate to the right. Inhale to the center. Rotate to the left. Inhale to the center. Rotate to the right. Once again, release your arms. Reach, 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 reach. Inhale up and over. Just arc over your head. Reach to the left. Ooh, yeah. I said we'd be active. We were. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands behind the thighs. Lift yourself up. Take your ball away from your back. You can place it just between your legs. If you need a strap, grab it around the bottoms of your feet. Inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Just stretch out. Lower back, hamstrings. Good. Inhale. And exhale. You go, Sim. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, if you have, does everybody have a strap that I see? Wrap it around your arms a little bit so that you are not using your biceps to pull you in, but your arms are straight. Inhale. And then bring your chin to your chest, roll down, scoop it out. You're not going to roll down too far, just like we did with the ball behind our back. Now use the arms to help assist you up. Exhale, chin to chest, round and curl. So it's stretching, Michelle, that's okay. Cindy too, I think, is going to have you stretching. Or down. Inhale, that's okay. Exhale, chin to chest, round and curl. Inhale, come back up. Take the strap into the right arm, both sides. Left arm out. Roll down a little bit more. Inhale, come back up. And just scissor across your body. Sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, roll down, not all the way, just, you can feel your tailbone. Inhale, come up and twist across your body. Now you can pull a little bit more with your right arm if you'd like. Inhale, straight. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, come up and cross over your body. Stay here. Release your strap. Stretch your right arm up and over. Inhale, come back up. Release it. Take both arms back to the strap. And then take both straps into both sides, into the left side, left arm. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up and reach across your body. Stretch. Inhale, back up. So it's just the right arm to the left or the left arm to the right. Roll down. Inhale, up. Rotate out to the left. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Yeah, think of it if you've ever done a reformer or my bar class with the bands. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, roll up. Now hold it here. Release the strap. Right hand to the left side. Doesn't matter if it's your foot, shin, ankle, thigh. And then stretch the left arm up and over. Good. Now, keep your arm where it is. Turn your torso forward. Stretch over. You can hold on to the straps again if you'd like, if you need a little bit more assistance in your hamstrings. Inhale, sit up. And you can hold on to the strap as you roll down to the floor. I'm going to move the ball off to the side. With any luck, it'll stay around. All right, so you're down on the floor. Take the strap now underneath the right foot. Start with the left leg bent. I'm going to turn myself a little bit to the side so I think you can see better. All right, so the strap is around your right bottom of your foot, right around the instep. Hold on to the strap, and again, rather than use it like a bicep curl, choke up on the strap. So you walk your hand further up. But you know, not everybody's going to get their legs straight up in the air with their arms straight up to the foot. So put your left hand on your left hip, flex both feet. I want you to think about the right hip for a second. Now I know we're stretching a little bit into the hamstrings here, but that right hip's going to kind of want to lift and maybe even roll you to the left side. So I want you to think about pressing your right hip into the earth. Left hand on your hip to remind it to stay open, or stay down, I should say. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, trying to keep the legs straight, you can bend your left leg, by the way, if there's any stress in your lower back. But keep bringing your right leg in towards your chest. Take the next breath and keep drawing the right leg towards you. It's subtle, right? It shouldn't go from 0 to 100 here. It should just be small little millimeters of movement. Inhale. And exhale with your right hand holding the strap. Bent knee or straight. And if you don't have the space, it's okay, just open the leg a little bit. Start to open up your right leg to the right side. Now I shortened my grip on the strap and I placed my elbow on the floor. You can also use a block, bolster, or ball under your arm, or even to support your leg. So start to open the leg out only as much as you can keep your left hip down and you're not losing your breath, opening out to your right side. Now think about your left hip pressing down. So you might not get as low as you'd like. If you have a wall near you, it would be awesome that you use the wall, or a couch or a table. It's not a bad thing to use, just FYI. Good, take one more breath here. Inhale, come back to your center. Switch the cross of the arms. So the left arm is holding the strap. And start to draw the leg across. Now you don't want to go all the way up on your left hip. So you want to have some placement of the right shoulder on the floor. And again, if the wall, the block, something comes in your way, push against it. It will give you a nice amount of relief on the outer hip. IT band. And just breathe, inhale, and exhale. One more breath. Good, inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend your left knee. All right, Cindy, you might like this just for a little stretch. Take the strap off for a moment and make a figure 4 with your right ankle above your left knee. Put the strap down to the side. Take your right hand to the inside of the right thigh. The right ankle presses above the left knee. And then just push the right leg away from you. And again, keeping the levelness of the hips. So be conscious of both sides of your body here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now, release your arm, but see if you can keep the tension against the leg. So the leg doesn't boomerang back to your chest. Keep the energy. Open your arms to a T. Inhale. Shift your hips left and let your knees fall over to the right side. Don't worry about the bottom knee. It doesn't have to touch the floor. If it does, great. Keep your left shoulder down. If you want to take it a little bit wider, Take your left leg probably off your mat and extend it to the left side. And then you'll get another release on your IT band area of your left leg. One more breath here. Empty the breath, come back to center and cross the right leg all the way over the left leg. Shift your hips right and let your knees go over to the left now. Take your left hand on top of your right thigh. Stretch your right arm over your head, reach away. Good, now release the arm to the side, both arms. Uncross your legs and just draw your knees higher to your left shoulder. So you'll get a little deeper twist here. Good. Inhale, come back to center, hug your knees to your chest. Exhale, round and curl your spine. Inhale, lower your head, lower your feet, take your strap again. Place it on the bottom of the left foot and stretch your left leg in the air. Stretch your right leg straight unless your back starts to have a conversation here. So if you need to have the right leg bent, it's perfectly fine. And then think about your left hip dropping down. Just a little bit. One more breath. Good. Now, put your right hand on your right hip. Flex both feet. Inhale. Start to draw the leg closer. Slowly. Use your breath to do it. So inhale and relax it. Exhale, draw it in a little closer. Good. Take one more breath in your deepest expression here. And then open your left leg to the left side as much or as little as you can, keeping the right hip on the floor. So if you're all the way on your left leg and your right hip is up, back off, bend the knee or take the leg a little further forward or put it supported on a block. Good, one more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Switch arms. Cross over. And again, the left shoulder stays grounded. Roll as far over as you can maintain the left shoulder on the floor. Use your, any props that come in your way. If your table, or your bed, or your car, or your wall, use it. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come back up. Bend your left knee, bend your right knee, foot on the floor. You can take the strap off, cross the ankle over the right leg. Take your left hand and just guide your left leg away. Just create more space between the hip and the thigh. Flex your left foot. Now, use the same energy without your arms, so keep action in the leg. Inhale. Exhale, shift your hips right, let your knees fall over to the left side. And if you feel you want to walk the right leg a little further out to the right side, two more breaths. Inhale, come back to the center. Cross the left leg all the way over the right. Shift your hips left. Let your knees fall over to the right side. Right hand outside the left thigh. Left arm up over your head. Open your arms to a T. Uncross your legs, bring your knees higher to your right shoulder. Inhale, return to center, hug your knees to your chest. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder up. Lower your head and take your ball. Place your feet on the floor. Lift your hips up in the air. Put the ball underneath your sacrum. If you don't have your ball, you can use a yoga block or pillows. I think we all on screen here have that. Okay, good. Stretch your right leg in the air. Stretch your left leg in the air. So now we've got a little balance happening. Keep your right leg in the air. Bend the right knee to the chest and extend your left leg, but it's hovering off the floor. Now, stretch your right leg in the air. Bend your left knee to your chest and extend your right leg off the floor. And then we do this again, it's a bicycle. Right knee to the chest, left leg hovers. Left knee to the chest, right leg hovers. And keep doing that over and over until I tell you not to. Or until it turns dark outside, whatever. So activating the core. If you like, the name of this playlist is Songs I'm Currently Obsessed With. It's got some really interesting stuff on it. One more. And one more on the other. Good, now lower, whatever leg is out straight, lower the other leg as well. Make sure the ball is kind of under your sacrum so you have opening in your hips, and stretch your arms over your head. Reach as long as you can. So your legs are on the floor so you're getting a nice release in your hip flexors. Okay. Inhale, rebend your knees. Adjust the ball. Bring the legs one at a time off the floor up in the air. Lower the legs about a third of the way down. Feel tension in your core. Bring your knees into your chest. Extend your legs out in front of you. Now, take your heels together, toes apart. We'll pretend we're in Pilates class. Bend your knees towards your chest so your knees are going to open out. Extend your legs out away from you. Bend your knees. So your heels stay higher than your knees. They don't drop to your butt. Extend your legs out. And then bend in. And extend out. 2 more times. Inhale. You should feel a lot of tension in your core and your center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, keep your heels together. Make small circles in the air. 1 direction first. 3 in each direction. And reverse. And 1. Knees in. Knees down, legs out, arms overhead. Inhale, bend your knees. Lift your hips, take the ball out and articulate your spine down. Put the ball in between your 2 knees. Walk your heels underneath your sitting bones or in line with your sitting bones. Reach your fingertips to your heels, just so they're grazing them. Tilt your pelvis, and then float your hips off the floor bridge. So keep reaching your hands towards your feet, knees in line with your hips, over your ankles. Squeeze the ball. Breathe in. Stretch the arms over your head. Inhale. Exhale. Articulate your spine, upper, mid, lower, back down, arms down by your side. Hips all the way down. Inhale, articulate your spine up, arms up over your head. Exhale, articulate down, release your arms, release your hips. 2 more like that. Inhale, extend all the way up and open. Exhale, articulate down. 1 more time, lift up. Now keep your hips up, exhale, release your arms down. Interlace your fingers underneath your back or a strap towel and just keep pressing down through the floor. Just really working on the back body, strengthening, lengthening, the chest opening, shoulders opening, hips stretching out. One more breath, go a little higher. Exhale, release your arms, articulate back down. Draw your knees to your chest. You can keep the ball there for now. Open the arms to a T, inhale. Shift your hips right, let your knees fall, but hover to the left. So maybe not quite touching the floor. Inhale, draw your knees to the center. Exhale, shift over to the right, hovering off the floor. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the left. So it's a little, like I said, active recovery. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, over. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. One more time. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. And just stay on the right side as you lower your legs. And then take your hands over to the right side and bring yourselves up to sitting. We're going to sit like a mermaid. So take your right leg inside of your left inner thigh, left leg behind you. Take the right hand on the ball. So you get a little release and you get a little core work. Take your right arm out to the side and the left arm comes up and over. Now, no pressure on the right hand, right? It's very soft. So there's energy in your core. Come back up, roll the ball in, sit up. Exhale, do it again, right side. Good. Lift out of your right side waistline. Don't put the pressure in the right arm. Lift out of it and come back up. Do it one more time. Reach the arm out, up and over. Stay elevated in the right side torso. Take your left hand to the ball and roll the ball out. Roll it halfway up. In. Do that 2 more times. Good. Roll up and roll out. One more time. Roll the shoulder open. Left arm comes back up. Come up, take the ball up and lean over to the right side. Come back up and take yourself to the other side. So bring your left foot inside of the right. And if you have to keep the right leg out, that's fine. Or, any adjustments you need to make. Take your ball to the left side, lift up and over. Elevate the left side of the body. Inhale, come back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the left, up and over. And then turn to your left side. Roll the ball forward 3 times, in and out. Good. Stay there. Stretch, stretch. Inhale, come back up. Left arm up and over. Come back up to sitting. Send your legs forward. Now, I'll give you a couple things. If you have 2 blocks, you can put one block at your small of your back and one block back where your head will go. If you have a ball, you're going to put the ball there where the small of the back is. And if you have a block or a pillow for your head, so I'll do it with the ball for others that might not have blocks. You're going to roll down, you can come to your forearms, and you're going to have the block underneath the small of your back. Your head can be elevated on a block. So the ball or the block, either one, under your back, right at the base of your shoulder blades, legs out in front of you will give you a nice release into your hip flexors. And then the arms are going to come to the side. So your heart, if you know yoga, this would be a supported fish pose. So bring it there, Deb, so let it go right under so that the top of the ball is at the bottom of your shoulder blades, a little bit higher, yeah. So it's a thoracic opener as opposed to a lower back. And then let your arms come wide so your chest and shoulders are open. Glutes are soft. Looks really good, guys. Breathe. And just take a few moments here to give yourself your best opening. Anytime this becomes too uncomfortable, you just roll to the side and take out the bowl, block, whatever you have there. And if you don't have any of these equipment, you can just bring your hands underneath your forearms, rest your forearms down, and lift up. So just a couple more breaths here. One more breath. Bring your elbows closer together, Deb. Closer to your body. Yes, snuggle them underneath you. Good, now everybody just kind of bend your knees. Roll carefully off to either side. Lay flat on the floor and bring your knees to your chest. One more time. Spinal twist. Open your arms. You can cross one leg over the other or single leg or not at all and do your spinal twist here just to release. Always nice after back bends. Uncross. If you cross, do the other leg. Shift your hips left, knees right. Dogs are coming out. Uncross, come back to center. Hug your knees in, lift your head and shoulders up. And rock and roll yourself to sitting. Swing your legs around. Tuck your toes underneath you. Walk your hands back to your feet. I'm just going to move my phone. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Forward fold, let it go. Tuck your chin to your chest, shake yes and no in your head. Press down firmly through your feet, pull your belly up and in, and roll through your spine. Stretch the arms all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Bow to yourselves. You are done. Thursday, pop up. Stay home safe and stay healthy.